Through the shadows where the storms collide, she stands with courage as her guide. Her whispers echo louder than screams, faithful to God through broken dreams. She's the silent storm, unshaken, strong. Through the trials, she's where hope belongs, a survivor standing tall, unbowed. Her voice a beacon breaking the cloud. Tuesdays and Thursdays, the table set for stories shared, no room for regret. At 5:30 sharp, hearts come alive. Together we heal, together we thrive. Tuesdays and Thursdays, the table set for stories shared, no room for regret. At 5:30 sharp, hearts come alive. Together we heal, together we thrive.
Hey. What's up? What's up, everyone? Welcome to my live on today. Um, I'm trying to share me out, let people know that I am live on my community wall. So thank you everyone for being here on this beautiful, tremendous Tuesday. I hope you guys and have enjoy your weekend. And like I said, I thank you guys really for being here and tuning in and with me on today because you didn't have to be here. You could have been anywhere else but here. And I thank you guys for being here with me. So please, when you come in, can you please thumbs up my like? I mean, thumbs me up. Share me out if you got a community wall. If you can do that for your girl, it would be a blessing. It'll be a blessing if you can do that for me. So, I almost push in instead of comments. So, welcome YouTube and Facebook and anybody else that's in the clouds listening to me. We're gonna be talking about where it's two women and one baby daddy. I know you guys already know about that, and I want you guys to know when I hear stuff and I see stuff that's going on, I don't like to just jump out and just do a live on it. I kind of I kind of want to wait till I know exactly what's going on. And and so that's why it took me so long to do a live. I've been watching this, since I heard about it last week when she first got unalive back on September the 8th. I've been, watching and keeping up with it. Plus I already had other stuff that I was talking about. See, that's why I said it just so much out there, you know what I'm saying, that we can discuss and talk about. Hey, Grandma Love, good evening. Thank you for sharing me out, Grandma Love. I appreciate it. And like I said, I just think this is something to definitely to be discussed. Okay, before we get started, I'm gonna go ahead and just welcome everyone here to 4EverLisa's Royal Jewels Palace Room, known as Safe Haven, where it's real talk with real love in real life. You will see God's love, peace, joy, happiness, unity, and respect over here. Okay, that's not just over here on any of my platforms. That what you will definitely see. Okay. Remember, this live stream is just a discussion I'm talking about today. It is something that's going to be my opinion or my thought, and also some of this going to be something I didn't heard over the, different platforms, different news articles and stuff like that. But whatever I say, if the shoe fit, just wear it. Okay. So just remember, I'm not no preacher, a counselor, a therapist, or doctor. I am just a willing vessel being used by God for his purpose, not man. If anybody know me, I'm not no man pleaser. I'm only a God pleaser. Okay. I do not bandwagon. I do not dislike somebody because you dislike somebody. That's not who I am. Okay. I never was like that. I'm not going to change to be like that for anybody. I'm about, you know, being doing what God want me to do, not what people want me to do. Okay. I'm my own person. And everything I say about me, I stand 10 toes down on what I say. That's why I connect with a lot of people who got the same mind as me. Okay. We probably had different um live streams, but far as mind thinking, I love connecting with people like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you can find two people that who you like, but one of them gonna want you to choose, and I think that's wrong. And again, like I say many times in all of my lives, we are too old for this. Okay, we are in our 30s. 30s, you should be being mature. Okay, but if you at least 40 and you were in 50, that 50 you have century. Come on now. It's time to grow up. It's time to grow up. It's time for us beautiful older women like myself, because I'm 60, need to represent to the young women, to show the young women what to do and what not to do just by our ways, just by our actions that we do. Okay. I just want to put that out there. Okay. Oh, you in a tournament? Okay. Okay, then. Okay, Grandma Love. Okay, it's a good story. Okay, thank you for listening, sweetheart. I understand you in a tournament. Okay, you are a moderator, you are a content creator. You are so welcome to drop your links down. Okay, we finna get started with you guys. I got to go through this first. Okay, this is what I do at all in my beginning of my lives. Okay, so shout out to the anybody who go back and watch the replay. Shout you guys out. Thank you so much for giving me a view. I really appreciate it. Okay. And thank you for everybody who has supported me. So right now I'm going to go get my copyright disclaimer up real quick. We're going to read that, and then we're going to go on with the topic we're going to talk about today. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for a purpose such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is the use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use. Tips that the balance in favor of for fair use. I'm sorry. Okay. And I also got it across my sticker. Okay. Just remember, everybody is welcome. As long as you come in here with good vibes. Okay. I don't mind you speaking your mind. Just speak your mind and move on. Okay. So again, we're gonna talk about two women and one baby daddy. Okay. So this video discussion on today that we're gonna talk about on September the 8th, 2025, a beautiful 31-year-old young mother. Her name was Romeca Meeks. She had one son, was allegedly shot several times while dropping her son off at school, and later passed due to her injuries. Okay. She was unalive by her baby daddy, other baby mom named Holly Johnson. Okay. Allegedly. Okay. With their son in the car. Okay. I'm talking about Holly and the baby daddy. Son was in the car, which she was also booked on the same day of the shooting. As on or before September the 11th of 2025, she was released from custody by the Chicago Police Department with no charges. And my question is, was this self-defense or premeditated? We're gonna talk about it, okay? Because she tried to say it was self-defense. There's so many stories out there, you guys. It's just so many different type of stories out there. And I believe she is going to eventually gonna get um arrested in due time because let me get my copyright down. Because the reason why I say that because I think they just trying to get more evidence to keep her locked in. Because then I heard somebody else on TikTok said she didn't have a carry your carry concealed weapon, wherever you guys call it. She didn't have that. It's something before you get that. The lady, I'm going to play that TikTok so you guys can hear exactly what she is because she said that's what she got. You know what I'm saying? She's working on it. I guess you got to get one thing first and then you get the other thing. Okay. She was explaining it. Okay. But anyway, we're going to talk about the key details from the initial reports included. Okay. Report indicated that Holly Johnson was released, like I just read, from custody by the Chicago Police Department on or before September 11th. Okay. Just days after the fatal shooting of Romeca Meeks on September the 8th. The key details from this initial reports include the shooting occurred on September the 8th in Chicago when Romeca Meeks was dropping her son off at school. And then they try to say that, listen close what I'm saying, okay, she was dropping her son off at school. And then they try to say that the little boy was with his father, and his father and Holly took the little boy to school, and Romeca ran into them when she was carrying the boy lunch to school. Okay, I don't believe it. I believe Romeca was dropping her child off the school. Like I said, I got my own opinion. I just believe Romeca Meeks was dropping her own son off to school. Okay. And I believe that they kind of follow her there. Initially, this is my opinion. Okay. Initially, initial police interaction following the incident, Johnson was taken into custody for questioning. Okay. She did get arrested the same day. Okay. She was taken in because they did have a witness. I got that too. They did have a witness that was there and seen, you know, that, some of they didn't see the beginning of it when they first got there. She just seen what she seen when she got off the bus. Okay. Um, Following the reason for release, according to one report, Johnson was released without charges after telling officers she feared for her life and presenting a license to carry a concealed weapon. Okay, she said she was feared for her life. We could speak on that. If you fear for your life, why are you at that school where Ramika was dropping her child off at? You should have been nowhere near that school because you don't have a child going there. Okay? You don't have a child going there. So why was you there? If you fear for your life, you go instead of you running to your car to go get your gun, you should have ran to your car and you had enough time to pull off and thought about you and your baby. If this happened, it's a chance that I will not be able to see my 3-month-old baby being raised. Okay? Ongoing investigation at the time of her release, the Chicago Police Department stated that an investigation was ongoing and charges could still be filed later. Okay, it could still be filed later. Okay, so we finna keep going, y'all. Like I said, I'm throwing some of my stuff out there, and I'm just reading some of the stuff. And at the end of before we end, we also going to talk about how to handle confrontation, with from another baby's, mother. So I put go ahead and pull some of these videos up so you guys can start listening to them. Cause I mean, like I said, it's all kinds of stuff out there. I'm telling you, all kinds. You're gonna be like, wow. And like I said, I know some of you guys probably seen some of the videos and stuff. And so I'm gonna go ahead and pull the video up real quick so you guys can see exactly. And you know what got me is the letter that she had wrote to her son. That what got me. That what broke my heart right there. Okay. And I gotta, okay, here go the one right here where Mika meets witness breaks the silence. says police got it all wrong. Okay. So this, I'm gonna let you listen to her witness first. Okay. See, this is what I want to see. Okay, 1 second. Let me see which one I wanted to which one I wanted to play. Okay. No, not that one. Mm, Not that one. Sorry, y'all. I got it. It just taking me. You got a lot of stuff up here. My apologies. Not that one. I wanted this one. Yeah, here we go. So it's about 37 minutes long. So I might be stopping and I mean and keep going. But this is the witness is they don't got her name, they're not showing her face and or anything. So just listen. This is the witness. The witness is telling you what she heard. Shout out to Messy Sweet. You know, it was played on Messy Sweet. The one interviewed her. The girl came on Messy Sweet's panel. Okay, so this video. So shout out to Messy Sweet. So please go thumbs up her and go like Messy Sweet. But this is another short video that I found somewhere else. But it definitely Messy Sweet's work. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go ahead and hear this. Okay, so let me go ahead and just screen share it. Sorry it took so long. Um, share screen. There we go. Mm, mm, mm.
He grabbed her by the waist. She tried to wiggle away from him. Um, her arm was like literally almost getting free. With his arm around her neck. This time because he was holding her by the waist in the beginning and she wiggled out. Um, After this happened, he had her in the like almost looking like a headlock to me on the side, and then the other baby mama stated, "I'm gonna shoot you, bitch. Watch me shoot you, bitch." And he stated, "Oh, she's gonna go get her gun. She's gonna go get her gun. Watch, watch." And after this happened, um, she ran to the passenger side of her vehicle, grabbed her gun, went around, and when um, the woman, the mother, who slipped away from him for at least like maybe a good second, as soon as she slipped away, she shot her, and she shot her in the face, on her side, and in her thigh. And I saw him like holding her for a split second. Maybe he was in shock, but after he was in shock, I guess he picked her up, and when she was falling, like a gush of blood fell, you know, like out of her body. And I was like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, I don't know, everybody else sees movies, you know what I mean, and they see put pressure on the wound. Why weren't you putting pressure on the wound? Why weren't you caring enough? This supposedly was your first baby mama, because when I was on the bus, I heard him and her screaming, and she was literally saying, she was like, I just dropped off my fucking baby. What? I just dropped off my fucking baby. Are you guys kidding me? As soon as I got off the 21 bus. And trust me, they got it. You know what I mean? Everything that I literally had to, I wasn't gonna let her die like that. I literally looked into her eyes. That hurt me. She says she dropped her baby off, and you don't know who she is. You know what I mean? And I was like, arrest her. She needs to get arrested. You know what I mean? They weren't even thinking. There was another black female cop who came up, and a Mexican shore cop, and I pointed out, I was like, the guns in her car, the guns in the car. Why wouldn't you give him the gun if supposedly this was, a self defense? You know what I mean? If it was hey, here's the gun. This is what happened. It was no self defense. I swear to you, it did not look like no self defense. It looked like you shot her because you were just angry or something. You know what I mean? And to me, um, when she shot her, it wasn't it. The female that got shot, she wasn't with any gun. She didn't have no weapon, no knives, no nothing. So what was it that frightened you so much? You had to run around your car, go into your passenger seat or whatever the case is, and you reached in to get your gun and shoot this woman, you know? So to me, it was a senseless. They were arguing because she was pulling up and I guess they ended up parking. Why was her car parked on the sidewalk? Because I seen she ran towards the sidewalk to get her gun, and it was a small black vehicle, and he had a black truck, I think. And literally, he came out of his truck looking like real, like he wasn't like on anything but being like mischievous, like nothing but like what was like he was planning something, you know what I mean? And I called the cops on the first time I called the cops, it was because he was attacking her, you know, and the other girl was just yelling at her and she was arguing back. So there was nothing going on for her to be like, oh, I'm gonna step back over here to go get my gun, you know. She was nowhere near her. But
See, she had nothing but time. If you got enough time to go get your gun, and he wasn't shot, he just told her that she's going to go get her gun. And ain't no telling what else he was whispering to in her ear while he was holding her. He probably telling her, this just me, this just my opinion. My opinion. He probably telling her, you finna die tonight, B. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what he was saying to her. Because they said that she did get away. You hear witness say that she was able to get away from him. You know what I'm saying? And start walking. That's when the girl came and shot her. So let me let you guys hear say it, because she the witness. This is the same girl that the witness that you here seeing in that video of her of the news plan. You know what I'm saying? And she talking on her phone. And here's somebody talking in the background says she the one shot her. This is the same girl. Okay, so we're gonna continue on.
that's all I gotta say. And I know for a fact that she did get arrested, but he got let go. So hopefully, for what I said and what I witnessed, I just don't want to be, put on the stand or anything to say. I did put a statement in because I know it's necessary. It was a ridiculous. I'm a mom too. I wouldn't want my baby to hear like that, and I wouldn't want me to be laying in the ground. She's a sister, she's a mother, she's a daughter, she's somebody to everybody. She's a friend, and that was bogus to just stand there and look at her like she was nothing. To me, I was literally so mad. My boyfriend was also really mad. He was yelling at them. I don't know if you noticed. He was there too, and I was on the phone with him while this was happening. I would call back at him, and he was like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Please hurry," and I even had him run that way. I was like, "You need to run that way to go see if he's okay. Go see if everything's okay. What's going on over there? What's going on? Is she laying in the? Go see if she's okay." And it's just senseless that I felt like I had to go send my boyfriend over there because he was just standing over her, like, like I don't know. But I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for letting me
Oh,
speak.
no, I just want to say, witness, I want to give you a hug and I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for speaking up and being a hero and having the anointing of God on you, to have that courage to speak and have that faith to call out demons in front of them and how they are, because so many people be so afraid to speak out, but not you. And I'm thankful that you have come up here and you have told the truth. You have put truth, to power. And we need more people like you. We really, really do. And I just want to say thank you so much. Now you said that Carlos, because that is the baby daddy, his name is Carlos Way. Now he was putting hands on Meeks. That's the woman that passed away. She's a chocolate girl, the first baby mom. You said when you first saw they were arguing, Carlos and Miss Meeks, was they at her car?
Yeah, they were by Miss Meeks' car. Miss Meeks was standing in her door frame, and Carlos had the driver's side door, and he was slamming the door into her to where
No
she was like
way.
jerking herself. Yes.
Oh my God, he's a demon. And he did it in front of the kids, in front of the public. Can you imagine what he does behind closed doors?
Trust me, that's why I called the cops right away because it looked like to me it was like a domestic violence,
And
and
it
it,
was. It
you
was.
know, I
Anytime you
just
got a big man like that, do you see the muscles on this dude? And she ain't
yeah,
nothing
he
but
was
a buck
huge.
50. She ain't nothing but a buck 50. And he
Yeah,
slammed that door using a door as a weapon to harm her. And you got this other girl just looking and what was she doing at the time?
she was standing by her trunk of her car, and she was arguing with Miss Meeks um about being there, I guess. And she that's when I heard Miss Meeks yell out, "I just dropped off my fucking kid. Are you kidding me?" Like she was like, "What the fuck's wrong with you guys?" Like it was a different, like, argument. Like it wasn't even like she was arguing with her, you know what I mean? Yeah, she did get back out of her car, but it was because the other woman was antagonizing her, and she was acting like she wanted her to come out the car. So then she came out of the car, and I don't think she expected to get shot. No one ever like expects to get shot, you know what I mean? But to me, I felt like what I seen, it was unnecessary, and to the
You
point
know
where,
it was.
it was senseless. And I don't know what came over her to even think to go get her gun. You know what I mean? Like I thought they gave people training for that.
Did you know earlier this year, that same girl, the second baby mama that got the gun, she was writing to Miss Meekson online earlier this year in January. She said it's time to KMFers. So they said they already had this plan that the second baby mama was already had in her heart that she wanted to end the first baby mama life.
Mm. Yeah, I didn't know that actually. I just from what I literally I haven't been online or anything, and I haven't been looking up, but I went on YouTube and I saw your thing, and you were saying to tell the truth, so I figured I'd come on to
And
let
I'm
it off my
glad you
chest.
did. Thank you so much. I'm glad you did. So
I'm glad she did too. You know what I'm saying? She was they had other witnesses out there, but she's really the only one that's really speaking out. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget this happened in Chicago. You know what I'm saying?
afterwards, so he's slamming the car on her. So did eventually she get inside the car to get back out?
Yeah, because he was slamming it so hard. I feel like she was just trying to, like, kind of get away from him. So
Got it.
then she went back in.
So she went back in the car. So I would think, okay, this is the end of it, right? But it's not
Yeah,
the end of it.
no, because the girl literally ran from the side of the sidewalk and then went in front of her car and Miss Meek's car and started like yelling stuff out. That's where I actually got off the bus, and then I started getting close, and then like just to hear what was going on. And it started getting hectic. And then at that point, I was already telling the cops they needed to hurry to come and get the situation handled because they were in the middle of the street arguing, and I was like, he literally was slamming the door on her, on her back, like, please help. So,
Yeah,
and then
I'm
after
glad.
she ran to the side. So
I'm glad you did. So after that, she got in the car, and then homegirl, Miss Johnson, Holly Johnson, that's her name. The second baby mama, the killer, is Holly Johnson. Holly Johnson gonna go in front of the car and yelling and trying to provoke her. And is that when Miss Meek said, "Girl, I just got finished dropping my kids off. What are y'all doing?"
no, she was yelling that over the hood, right? But when she came out of the car, she said, "What?" Like she was like, "What, bitch? Like you keep coming up to my car? What's up?" Because she kept coming up to her car, and like every time she would go back into her car, she was like, trying to get her out of the car. So then that's what it to me. It seemed like the only reason why she came out of the car was because the other woman, oh well, Miss Johnson was like antagonizing
Provoking her,
her.
provoking her.
Yeah.
And while she's provoking her, what is Carlos doing? Is he telling
He's
Holly, "Sit your ass down, get back, girl"? What is he doing?
he was just standing there looking.
Not saying nothing, like, "Okay, Holly, do what you got to do. This is what we plan to do, Holly. Go ahead, take care of that."
He knew what she was going to do. I do believe he knew that because he could have stopped her. He could have stopped her.
Mhm.
Well, I just seen him looking like he was just looking, and to me, I didn't know what his plans were, what the plans were with between each other. To me, what I seen, what I witnessed is, that he was standing right next to her, and he didn't say anything, but they were arguing. And then once Miss Meeks walked up to Carlos, uh, Miss Johnson ran to the sidewalk, and then Carlos snatched her up by the waist, and then she was wiggling out, like, almost. And then when she almost wiggled out, he had her by the neck because she was like wiggling down, you know.
Mhm.
And
So do you
when
think
she
at that time when he had her by the waist and then she was getting out, then he grabbed her by the neck with them big old arms? Do you think at that moment she knew that this was a setup? They're trying to take my life away.
um I honestly, I just seen that when she got out of the like got out of it, like she was literally going the other way. She wasn't going towards her, you know? So
Mm,
it just looked like she was trying to get away, at this point. She was scared, and I seen like she was scared. Like it was a different, like, when you see somebody's movement and you could just tell, like, run to, you know what I mean?
mhm,
Uh, that's what I seen, you know.
mm.
And when like, there was no reason for, like, Carlos had her already, you know what I mean? There was no reason for her to go get her gun.
Right.
It was unnecessary, I think. But
It was unnecessary.
Very
It's ain't
unnecessary.
Holly life was not in danger.
Mm-mm.
Nobody was trying to take Holly out of here.
Nope.
And you
and
said
she
that
didn't have anything.
Holly and
The Romeca did not have no pow on her. She didn't have nothing to no knife on her. She had no weapon on her. So how was Holly feared for her life? Just because you got licensed to carry a gun, as she said, it don't mean that you go around and shoot people down. It's not for that. It's for your protection. So we finna continue on to play this.
Carlos, they came in separate cars.
Yeah, they did. Holly's car was already parked, right? Holly came out of the parked car, and Miss Carlos was in a black truck vehicle. I think it was a Mercedes, and Miss Meeks was in the white car. So she was already, like, I think she just said, and she yelled that out, that she was just dropping off her kid, like, what's going on, you know? And
Mhm.
so to me it looked like, like, it looked weird. You know what I mean? Because I was telling the police that she had her baby inside her car. So I was like, that's her baby. The baby's in the car. I was like, you need to arrest her. Like, what? Why aren't you guys arresting her? And then she was all like, oh, and by the way, I don't know if anybody caught the video or anything, but Carlos goes up to Holly and fist bumps her and says,
What?
yeah, what was it? It was self defense, right? It was self defense. And she's like,
Did y'all hear that? How they fist bump each other like, yeah, we did it. It was premeditated. Then he gonna say, tell her that it was self-defense. Come on now. Come on now. Let's continue.
yeah, it was self defense.
Not fish bump. That's disgusting. After
Yes.
she is dead, they fish bumped each other.
Hmm.
Yeah, and he goes up to her, and they were both said, they looked at each other, and it was self defense, right? He was like, yeah, it was self defense.
Mm, mm, mm,
Wow.
mm. Why did they have two different cars there to meet her?
I'm actually not sure. I didn't, I just witnessed what I witnessed, and
Yeah, that's just awkward to have
but
two
there was plenty
cars.
of people on there, plenty of people on the sidewalk that they were shouting out to arrest her and everything, and the cops did.
Again, my opinion. I believe that Holly did drive that hour to get there. They try to say Holly was already in Chicago over there at Carlos' house. That's what they try to say. That's what they saying. But I believe she drove. That's why both cars was there. That's why his car is there, and that's why her car is there, because she drove from wherever she stayed, that hour drive, and met them up there at the school. That's my opinion.
At least they did, did their job, and they did, what they had to do, because, you know, it wasn't for them, she wouldn't be like in handcuffs right now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
How was Holly's response to you all when you guys were saying arrest her? What was her? Did she look at you guys?
what's it called? She called me a snitch, and then I said, I don't care, I'm gonna sign complaints. And then what's it called? She was frustrated, and she was saying, she was like, I have a concealed and carry, and I was like, I don't give a fuck. You shot somebody, you know what I mean? And the other girl was like, yeah, the gun's in the car. And I was like, bro, I've been said the gun's in the car. It's in the passenger side. You guys you just stashed it for what? What you stashed it for? If you was like a self-defense, then why the fuck did you just like, why didn't you just hand them the gun? You know what I mean? But she didn't hand them the gun. She hid the gun. You know what
Exactly. They said when you got license to carry a weapon, that if you use it because you got license to carry, you can keep it on your person. You know what I'm saying? But it got to be locked or something. Like I said, I don't understand it, too much about the laws with the guns and stuff. But you also got to remember each state laws are different. And I said at the beginning of a while ago, I remember when I first seen it, that the make sure you watch this was before the beginning of the summer. I announced on one of my chat on one of my lives that you guys that laws had changed as far as the gun laws had changed in each state. So just because you in this state don't mean that the next state is gonna it's gonna recommend what your state recommends. So make sure you know what each law is in each state if you are carrying a weapon. Okay, you got license to carry a weapon. Each state is different for you guys to go out there and check it out. Okay, wherever you going, you're going to California. Okay, no California laws about carrying, different, and you know which states you're gonna be going through to get to California. Know your laws. Okay, like wherever she from, I think she's from Milwaukee. I'm not. Don't quote me, but I think Holly's from Milwaukee, and and her laws might be different from Chicago, Illinois laws.
I mean? So to me, I was like, bro, what was this? Like, what was this right now? And
Mm-hmm.
the cops were like, they were like, who was it? Who was? I was like, her, arrest her, and they arrested her.
Good, good.
Mhm.
And
And the crazy
what
part
was
is
her, huh?
she had blood all over her, because I was like, I would assume they would arrested her. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But she was trying to get away with that self-defense and two people on one, but they're so dumb. They did it in front of everybody, just so reckless and careless.
Yeah.
So when she got locked up, did she say anything to y'all? Did she look at y'all funny?
Yeah, when she was walking away, she looked at me and looked at what's it called? My boyfriend, and she was like, whatever, y'all fucked up for this shit. It was self-defense. It was self-defense. I got a restraining order on her.
What?
See, that's
Yeah.
another
So
thing.
I was just like,
Now,
it
if
doesn't
she got a restraining order, if Holly Johnson have a restraining order on Romeca Meeks, why are you there? So she broke her restraining order herself. Holly did. So why are you there near her? Holly got Romeca got the right to be there because that's her child. That's her child's school. Holly don't have no child to go to school there. Her child only 3 months old. Romeca's child is 7 years old.
matter. Like, you shot someone, you didn't even like you think to be like, hey, like, let me like rethink this. Not why would you pull out a gun? You know what I mean?
And how you have a restraining order, but you coming up to her school? You don't got no
And
kids to go there. You dummy. You don't got no kids to go there. That's just a lie. She ain't nothing but a liar. Holly, you a liar. You are sick, Holly. Because Miss Meeks got a restraining order out on homeboy Carlos. That's a restraining order.
Mm.
And I
So
don't
she probably
understand that
got a
if
restraining order
that's what I
because
heard too,
of
but I don't understand if Romeca Meeks got a restraining order on Carlos, how come he didn't get arrested that same day as well? He should have got arrested if it's true. You know what I'm saying? If she got one on him, he should went to jail along with Holly. They both had shit went to jail. That's what I don't understand.
How was he looking?
he turned away and he ran to his car. He wasn't even like paying attention to Miss Meeks or anything at all. And
Wow.
by that time, my boyfriend started telling him like, "Don't you feel remorse? Don't you feel bogus? Like you didn't do anything. You just stood there. Like you didn't even say anything to him. Like to like support her, like back her up." He was like, "Isn't that your first love? Didn't you have a baby with her, bro? Like she just dropped off her kid. Are you kidding me? Like you're a coward. You're a coward." And then he looked like his like it wasn't him being like sad or like anything. He was like it looked like he was mad about something because of like his ego was hurt, you know. So he like tried to run at us, like me and my guy,
What?
and he was trying to like act like he was gonna fight us. And that's when the cop came in between us. And then one of the cops was like, leave the scene, leave the scene. And I was like, well, I need to put my statement in. And they're like, well, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put my statement in. And then Carlos walked away when he was like giving me a look, you know. But my guy was literally standing there too, like, what the hell, you know? But at the same time, um, he didn't get to see most of it. I did, you know. So
Right. But I'm
he
glad
wasn't
your
really able to do
husband
it.
or your boyfriend stood up. He's a real man. He ain't afraid of no coward like Carlos beating on women. You know,
Yeah.
good for your boyfriend. I'm so happy that your boyfriend stood up to Satan himself. I'm so happy and thankful. I'm glad he
Yeah.
didn't coward.
I appreciate that. And I know that he was doing it out of, the goodness of his heart because I was like I honestly was crying and I was like, babe, please go and help her. Like I was like, I don't know like what made her do that right now. And he was like, what's wrong? And I was like, please go save her. Please go save her. I don't want her to die. And I like started crying because I was like, looking at her and I like started freaking out because I just, the scene, everything, it was just like horrific. I was like so like in shock, I guess you would say.
It's a horrific scene to freak out to. I mean, hello, this is outrageous. Yes, this is
So,
nonsense. This is demonic. This is hell on earth. Literally.
literally. And I just felt like everybody's reaction, her reaction, everything, it made it seem like nobody cared. And I was like with tears in my eyes, arrest her. I was like, I don't know what else I need to do. I will sign complaints. I don't know what else you need me to do. You need to arrest her. Like I felt so much like rage because no one was like understanding what calmness and how like how cruel they could be just standing there, him without tears in his eyes and her just standing there like if she's like she had the right to take somebody's life. She had the right to snatch somebody from this earth. You know what I mean? Like and to think to be like let me look at her and tell her like everything's gonna be okay. He didn't even do that. You know what I mean? He literally like looked at her, stood there and didn't do anything. Like his face was like, when somebody dies and you love them, and even though you might have a little like, hate or whatever case is, you still have that heart in you. It should have hurt it. There should have been at least a tear in your eye, and
Right,
there was not one.
He's a demon. That's why. Can
right.
I?
He
He
wanted her
have
head.
gotten bodies before. They both
Mm-hmm.
probably on that time where they got bodies before.
Yep.
This is not their first kill. Okay, they're used to this. This is what
Yep.
they do.
Don't have no
This is what
remorse.
they do. And that's
I
why
just
Trump is coming to Chicago now. Go ahead.
no, I just that's pretty much it. But that's all I gotta really say, and I really do thank you for letting me speak out and telling the truth about what I seen and what I heard and everything. I just
No,
hope
we
that
thank you. We thank you. We
everything
need
goes
more
good.
people like you and your boyfriend. We thank you because without people,
You'll find some people you know, don't want to talk because they consider, being a snitch. No, it's not about you. It's not about being a snitch. It's about you telling the truth. You tell about what you see. It was a life taken. It was a life taken. So she had every right to speak and tell what she said. That's wrong with people right now. They're too busy worried about what they're going to be talked about, what's going to be said if they tell. You know what I'm saying? You not no snitch. You see, because that could have been your family member. Everybody want to use, let the street handle it. No, let the law handle it. Let the law handle it.
People that have the courage to speak out, where would we be in this world? Ran with demons. We need more people like you and your boyfriend to speak out and to call it like it is and to speak truth to power and to rebuke Satan when you see him right in front of your face, because Satan gotten so bold, just right in front of the kids. Can you imagine what that's going to do to the kids? And you said that Holly had her baby in her back seat. This is a whole mother here.
Yeah. And it looked like a baby, so.
Yeah. And she got all that energy and then to hide the gun, and they were planning to get away with it. They were planning to get away with it. Yeah. So thank God it's people like you. You are angel sent. Yes, you are definitely angel sent. God was using you to be a witness.
And we need more people like that. We need more people like that. Do what's right. Do what's right. When you see somebody doing something, somebody got unalive out there and you've seen it and you're not going to say nothing, you're going to keep your mouth shut, all because what the street's going to say about you, you ain't nothing. You ain't nothing but part of the problem. You are part of the problem.
To speak truth to power, because if we don't have people like y'all, then we are lost. We are truly lost as a nation.
That's right.
And I'm sure her family appreciates you speaking out too.
Well, I just hope that, they find grievance and that no matter what it is, that they come out stronger, and I hope that, whatever I did or what I could do, for them, like, I hope everything goes well, and I hope that they give that baby as much as love as, he deserves, because it was senseless for somebody to take his mommy, and that was the last thing that he ever seen, I guess, so.
Yeah. Do you feel like the police failed them because they said she already had a restraining order? What else could she do? You got a restraining order against this guy. He's just still obsessed, and now he's popping up at the school because they say he didn't know where she lived.
Yeah. You know what I feel like? I feel like when I seen everybody, at first it looked like Carlos and her were talking like fine. But then Miss Johnson popped up out of nowhere and started arguing too.
Oh, so Holly came last. Holly Johnson came last. She done popped up.
Yeah.
Was she like she did he call her to there? Because the cousin spoke, and cousin was like, you call. She didn't say call, but almost as if it could have been interpreted like you're supposed to be working at the gym, and then you didn't have her come up there. So but you don't know that. I was gonna say, how did Holly know to come up there? And why would Holly go to there if you got a restraining order to her?
Holly probably got tracking, probably got his tracking, and she probably got his tracking. They probably got each other's tracking, so Holly knew where he was.
Was a girl, then you know why you been around her then. Liar. She don't got no damn restraining order. That girl ain't do shit to her. That girl don't even want to see her.
Yeah, because all I know was she was yelling out that she dropped off her baby. But I honestly do feel like the cops did their job, because at the end but my thing is they did do the backtrack and they got my story, because everything was too crazy on the scene. They were all trying to like calm everybody down, and we were all screaming our heads off. You know what I mean? And it was like a huge scene. There was a lot of people around us, and one person even said like, "Oh, don't even give him your number. Don't even give him nothing. Why would you snitch? Why would you snitch?" And it was like,
What?
it's not
That don't
snitching,
make sense to me. Somebody
See, I'm not a
died.
bystander.
Somebody
Yeah,
said, "Why would you snitch on a murder?"
Come on.
yeah. So to
If
me, I was like,
if I would have
that's not. I'm not a bystander.
if I would have took their mama out, then they gonna have that same feeling. Probably so, because they probably hate their mama because they on demon time, child. They hate their mama, they hate their daddy, they hate life itself. They just
Right.
a death.
Right.
How could you?
Hey, Miss
Don't
Sam.
snitch, don't tell. What is wrong with you?
People crazy.
And I was like, I'm not a bystander. I'm not a bystander. I don't do that shit. I don't do that shit. Like, I'm not gonna have somebody just die right there and no one's gonna say anything. I was
Mm.
like, no one's helping her. I was like, she don't got nobody. He's over here all kissing her ass. I was like, I'm not doing that shit. I was like, what the fuck? Who was gonna speak up for her? And I was like in the crowd literally.
Like I said, he could have had prevented that. When he sat there and told Romeca that Holly finna go get her gun, you know what I'm saying? He could have provoked, he could have got in front of Holly and made her go take that gun back to her car and you leave. He could have said something. He could have said something.
Yelling at everybody because I was like this is not cool. Like I don't know why everybody, and to think that even somebody from the crowd went up to him to shake up with him, and then when she
Shake
shook up
up.
with
What do
him,
you mean shake up? Like shake hands?
yeah, and she got blood on him, on her, she got blood on her hand because he came up to shake up with her, you know.
Why would
So it
okay,
was
I'm
like
lost. Why is he shaking somebody's hand and why somebody shaking his hand?
after he literally like was, I'm not just like I'm just so I was like, what the hell, like what's going on, like, and the girl was like, you got blood on my hand, bro. But like you still went up to him to say what's up. You know what I mean? So to me, I was just like, what's going on? You know what I mean? But
Right.
I
That's
just
weird as hell.
yeah. So I just but
Did they not see everything that happened?
I'm not sure. But all I know is that what I seen was it was looking kind of funny. It was looking kind of weird. I was like, no one's gonna say anything. He's over here not even trying to tell nobody nothing. Besides that, what's it called? She was being like rude. She was being crazy, and that it was a self defense. It was a self defense. But from what I saw,
No
it was not no self
self-defense.
defense. She was nowhere near you. Like she was nowhere near you at all, like whatsoever. She had nothing in her hands. She didn't have no gun. She didn't have no knife. She had her bare hands. She said she was like, what? You want to keep acting like you come up to my car, bitch? Out like what? I could beat your
What?
ass, like what, bitch? And she went to go get a gun. You know what I mean? Like that was senseless. Like I thought, like we were, better than this. Like I thought we were grown. You know what I mean? Like where were you scared for your life to where you went to go get a gun? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like you already talking shit to her in front of her car, and you were telling her all kinds of shit for her to come out her car to tell you like what? You were saying you were gonna beat my ass, so come back over here,
Right. Hey, soul sister. Thanks, Pam, for sharing. I appreciate it, love. Yes, she was not afraid. She didn't fear. She didn't fear for her life. Cause why you if you fear for your life, why are you arguing with her? If you're afraid of a person, you're not gonna argue with them. You're gonna try to get away from them because you are fear of your life. But no, she ran to her car on the passenger side and grabbed that pow out and hit that girl 4 or 5 times and once in the face. She was not afraid for her life. She's lying. And I really do believe that she's a beautiful young girl, too, y'all. They both some beautiful women. You know what I'm saying? They both is. They both got some nice looking children. The one that her baby only 3 months old. She should have thought about that, what she's ready to get into. Because she's out today, it don't mean that she's gonna stay out. You know what I'm saying? Chicago, Illinois is gonna have to do something. They're gonna have to do something because that was plain shot, plain. She unalive her, period. It wasn't cause for it.
I felt scared. I was literally screaming my head off. I was like when I was witnessing it, I was close by the smoothie shop right there, and I ran back into the green line and I started telling everybody to stay in there because I didn't want anybody to get hurt. That they're shooting. She still has the gun while I'm on the phone with the cops, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it was crazy because to the point where I was just like so scared to leave. There was little kids coming off the train, you know, going to school, you know what I mean? And it was like, I was like, I don't know what else to do. Like, this is ridiculous. You know what I mean? What just went down? You know, I was like so in shock. Like, how did that just happen? Like from an argument, from like, you know, like fighting with nothing, not like bare hands, you know, you went from that to a gun, you know, like, and she's just as like I think she was smaller than her, you know. Like I was just like, what's going on? Like I thought he had her in a like almost a headlock looking. I was like, this is like over like excessive, and I kept saying that. I was like, this was excessive. I feel like this was too much. Like you guys did too much. He was like, nah, nah, nah. And he literally came up to me. He's like, shut the fuck up, you snitch, bitch. And he went
What?
up to my guy and he was talking about calm down, calm down. What's it called? Shut up already. Shut up already. No one wants to hear it. Because he didn't want nobody to hear what we were saying, you know? Because like literally saw, like, my guy saw the last part and I saw like everything, you know? I was like, this is so sad. Like, and like I watched her collapse and I saw, like, I was like, why wouldn't you go to her, like, you know, to hold her, to tell her, like, you know, like, why wouldn't you do anything, you know? But I just, I don't know, it was just crazy to me. And I you know, I hope that, you know, me saying this is like, this is helping out, like, kind
It
of what
is.
everybody's
It
wondering.
is. Because we are at a battle and we need more soldiers like you.
That's
When
right.
I tell you that we are suffocated with demons and demonic forces like this, so you give us hope, girl. You give us hope to know if we are charged by a demon, whether it's our husband, our boyfriend, whoever, it might be someone like you God has sent to bear witness.
Yes.
You give us hope to know that other people in this world still have a heart. They still have
Right.
courage
Mm-hmm.
because there's so
Not
many
afraid.
cowards.
Yes.
So you give us hope. You are doing God's work.
Amen.
Thank you. But that's pretty
Amen.
much all I have to say. And thank you for letting me talk. And I hope the rest of this video and whatever you have to say, you know, speaks the truth and allows everybody to understand what happened, you know, because I want everybody to know that she didn't have anything in her hands. She was, you know, defenseless herself towards somebody that had a gun, you know, and it didn't go down. I don't think she didn't think it was going to go down like this because she would have never got out of her car. I really don't think she would have if she saw the gun, you know. She just dropped off her kid. So, but thank
Let me
you.
make this clear too. She got out the car because Holly Johnson got in front of her car doing all that yelling and provoking her. Yeah, you gonna whip my ass. Come on. You said you gonna whip my ass. Come on out. Come on out. So
But she was scared for her life. But she in front of Romeca's car arguing with her. But she afraid. She afraid.
she gets out, and then that's when you said Carlos was grabbing her by the waist. Then Carlos grabbed her by the neck or had her on a chokehold. So therefore, homegirl Miss Meeks is not a threat. She can't do nothing. And that's when Holly Johnson go around and get the gun and come back and shoot her for 5 rounds, they say, while this big man got her in the choke head.
She actually like somehow squeezed out of his chokehold, right? And when she squeezed out, that's when the girl, the Miss Johnson, shot her.
Mm. Was the girl charging her? Was Mix Meeks charging her after the chokehold?
No, she wasn't. It looked like she was walking the other way. Like she was
Oh,
going
okay.
around her car. Yeah.
She was walking the other way. So did she shot her in the back, or how did she get in the face if she was walking the other way?
She shot her like it looked like almost like near her, like her side of her face, like she got shot almost by her chin, I feel like, and then her thigh and then her side.
Because maybe, reflex, you're going to look back to see what's going on.
And Romeca back might have been turned, and she put like Missy just said, her back. When you walk back, you looking back. That's probably when she shot her. So she probably was. Her back might have been turned because she was walking away. When you walk away like that, and somebody shoot, and you shoot at somebody with your back turned, you cannot do that. Mm-mm.
So I
I'm
actually have work tomorrow morning, so
okay.
I just wanted to be able to get it off my chest. But thank you for letting me speak.
Thank you. And call back anytime if you want to say something or whatever. And I hope, we are a community.
That's it about that right there. Yes, that's sad, y'all. That is very, very, very much sad. Okay, so sister, thank you, Bam, for putting that up for me. I appreciate it. But yes, that is so sad, you guys. So I'm gonna show you some pictures that I got of Romeca, and they both, like I said, both of the ladies is beautiful ladies. You know what I'm saying? But they was immature. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't thinking about their, at least Hallie was not thinking about her life. You know what I'm saying? Was not thinking about her life. It's some good. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's just so sad how people can be just so evil. Okay, this is the lady that I'm gonna before I show you her pictures, I'm gonna screen share you this. But hold on one second, you guys. Oh, hello. Uncle on the way. Uncle. Hmm. Sorry, you guys. My grandson, my son is going to pick him up from football practice. I said, Uncle, told me his uncle's getting him because he's looking for my car. Well, anyway, as I was saying, I'm gonna go here and let y'all hear this. This lady right here said that she do not have a concealed weapon. Okay, a license for that. It's she called it another name. Okay, so y'all can hear her say this, and how she found her information out, I do not know. Okay, I'm only playing stuff. This is another copyright thing. Like my copyright is going across my sticker. So I want you guys to, like I said, I got so much, you guys. Because I want you guys to see, and it's sad. Because when I get my stuff together, I like to go grab as much stuff as I can, you know. But like I said, it's all alleged stuff to me because she had not been charged for unaliving Romeca Meeks yet. Okay, I gotta put that yet there. Okay. So let me share this screen. Let me go. Uh-oh. Gotta go back right here. I gotta pull it up there. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Which one? Hold on, you guys. I'm coming. Give me time. Let me go back up there again. What's the name of it? Okay, accept one off. Okay, I gotta hit that one. Gotcha. I'm coming, y'all. I'm just slow at it, but I'm coming. There we go. Share a screen. Okay. Now we're gonna play. It's up there.
This message is for the people that are concealed carry, because I'm on my way to become a concealed carry. And let me tell you something. And I'm only talking about this because of the incident that happened with the girl Romeca. Okay? If y'all watch the video carefully and listen, the girl was saying, I'm licensed to carry, I'm licensed to carry, but I found out she's not licensed to carry. She got a 4A card, the same thing I got. But whether you was licensed to carry or a 4A card or not, you cannot be out here playing Western and just pew-pewing people. You can't do that. You got to be absolutely sure that your life is on the line before you pull that trigger. You can't just go around trying to pew-pew people because you licensed to carry. It don't work that way, baby. So if you walking around with a pew-pew on you because you feel like you're going to get into it with some people, be very careful because you're going to end up locked up. You're going to end up locked up because you think because you got a pew-pew that you can pew-pew somebody. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. If you sat in that class and got your concealed carry, you know how that works. You already know how it works. Because I had a next door neighbor in my old apartment where I lived at. She tried to provoke me. She tried to stand close to my door so I could bump her so she could pull a pew-pew out and pew-pew me. She tried to provoke me. But she don't know. She was going to jail because that's premeditated. You standing out there and you trying to provoke me. So I know how that goes. I know how that goes. So I'm just saying, be careful if you got a concealed carry. Don't think that you can just be out here playing Western in these streets. Because you're going to jail, baby. You going to jail. You going to jail. And especially if you pew-pew somebody from behind. Because it looked like they tried to run or walk away. And a lot of concealed carry people done did that and they in jail right today. You better look them up. That girl was jealous of that girl. She know her baby daddy was more in love with the other baby mama more than he was in love with her. And she took that girl's life. She did that. She did that. And then sitting up there talking about, I'm licensed to carry. Because you licensed to carry gave you a right to take her life.
Right.
That does not justify that action. It doesn't. Now this child got to grow up without his mom. Yeah. The only thing his little man gonna try to remember is when she dropped him off at school and that letter she wrote him.
Yes.
I can't get that out of my head. That's been bothering me, don't hurt me to the core. Yes. I don't even know these people. Hate you. But it's just the story behind it. It's sad. Y'all be careful who y'all out here dating and y'all giving these babies to. Be careful with these men, accepting these men back after they. Hey y'all, it's your girl Nikki. And this message is for the people that.
So you heard that, you know what I'm saying? I missed it because I had to go outside and get my grandson them there. Hey, Dairy Mix, how you doing? Hey, thanks for tuning in. But yes, I missed what she said. She called another name before you get the the license for concealed weapon. Okay, she said that's what the young lady got. Okay, and she said it too, how she got shot in the face. The girl was walking away. She shot her while she was walking away. She shot her with her back turned. That's exactly what she did. So, like I said, I believe she is going to get arrested again. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna she gonna get charged for it. I really, really, really do. I really do. So let me show you guys the mother Romeca's mom speaking as well. You know what I'm saying? I got that as well. Let me go ahead and pull that up real quick. Yeah, her mom and the letter. Oh my God, the letter that she wrote her son. Oh my God, that was so sad. Okay, let me see. I don't want that one. That was too short. I want y'all to actually hear what her mom had to say. That one was a little bit too short. Hmm. I got that one. Hmm. Come on. Okay, I'll go to mother. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me. Okay, I got you guys. I got this is Romeca's mother talking right here. Okay, that she's seeking justice for her daughter. And she had every right so. Every right so. Okay, so you can listen to the mother.
The mother of a woman shot and killed in the South Loop is speaking out for the first time about her daughter's death.
WGN's Jewel Hillary spoke with her, and she is in the South Loop now with more.
According to CPD, the person taken into custody for allegedly fatally shooting 31-year-old Romeca Meeks Blackmon is released without charges. In the midst of her unbearable pain, Romeca's mom says she's eagerly seeking justice.
I want justice. She didn't deserve it under no circumstances.
Gripped with grief, Tina McMiller's loved ones embraced her tightly as they gathered across the street from the intersection of Cermak Road near State Street, where her 31-year-old daughter, Romeca Meeks Blackmon, was fatally shot Monday morning after dropping her son off at school.
We want justice.
Described as kind, sweet, loving, very supportive, and an amazing mom, Romeca was working and studying to become a nurse. Right before her death, police say a fight broke out. The suspect, who sources say Romeca knew, allegedly pulled out a gun and shot Romeca in the face, killing her, according to CPD.
My baby was dropping her baby out to school. And what hurt the most is I didn't get my morning phone call.
Police say since Monday's arrest, the offender has been released without charges. They wouldn't share further details other than saying they can't comment on specifics of ongoing investigations.
The family is unaware of what the police are doing, so we can't answer those questions. What we would like is that justice come in the form of accountability.
As the family seeks justice, community organizers are putting pressure on lawmakers to ensure laws meant to help curb violence are effective. They're also challenging them to do more.
The state of Illinois, we're calling on them to open an office of civility. Civility has steps to be able to deal with the issue of violence.
Through her heartache, Tina is seeking strength to raise her 6-year-old grandson.
That's a hard man shoes to fill with the connection that was between him and his mama.
A balloon release ceremony in honor of Romeca is scheduled for tonight at 7 at 68th and Normal. Reporting on the near south side, I'm Jewel Hillary, WGN News.
Yep, that's it right there. That was her mother speaking. And they also did a GoFundMe when it first happened. That it was a lot of GoFundMes out there. People was putting GoFundMes. The mother had to come out there and say that GoFundMe is not ours. You know what I'm saying? We gonna take care of ours. You know what I'm saying? So stop through with the fake page. You know, the mom did say that, but she eventually got a GoFundMe out there now because people wanted to bless her. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to show their help. They wanted to show their support. So she eventually put one out. Her name is Tina. Maybe I don't know her last name, but I just heard the news lady said Tina. So I know it's one out there now. We got to make sure it's the mothers. Make sure you're not hitting somebody else. So find out and make sure if that's the mother. So I was told that she eventually put one out because people was asking her to put one out. But at the beginning, it was not her. She was too busy grieving. She wasn't thinking about no GoFundMe, you know, because she got it to take care. She got money to bury her daughter, but people was reaching out wanting to help anyway. Okay, so that's sad, you guys. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys also the balloon release. Okay. People came out there and support this. This was beautiful. This was beautiful. Yes, it was. Okay, let me go ahead and mute that. Make sure it's mute. Go ahead and screen share this so y'all can go ahead and see this right here as well. Oh, I gotta turn it up. There we go. Okay. Let's do that one more time. Let's do one more time. Nothing but love. God bless you, Jesus, and my prayer behind. So that's it right there with that right there. Let me stop my screen sharing with that. Okay, so like I said, it's sad what's going on. You know what I'm saying? It really is. And shut that down. You guys, let me hold on real quick. I wanna oh, where is he at? I'm gonna show you this letter that her son had wrote her. Did I? Okay, let me find the letter. I thought I put him in there already, but I guess I didn't. One second. I know I put him up in here. One second, you guys. I don't know where I put him at. Oh my gosh. Hold on, you guys. One second. So quick. Real quick. Let's down, champion. One second, you guys. Don't go nowhere. No family first. After make sure the boy eat. I know I downloaded him. Let me see. Hold on, you guys. I don't know what did I do with them? They got to be in here. Oh, did I put him in the wrong spot? Add file. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay, this is the letter right here that I want you guys to see. I knew I was going to find it. Had it slow down. Okay, here go the letter that she wrote her son. You know what I'm saying? She put that note in her son's book bag when she dropped him off. That's something that she do every day. I thought she probably only did it probably at the beginning of the weeks, but come to find out the family said that's something that she do every day. You know what I'm saying? And it says happy Monday. I can't even read it. Hold on, let me get my glasses. I wish there was a way to make this bigger, but I don't know how to make it bigger. Hold on, let me grab my glasses. D, get your Cindy. You can stop it. God bless you. It says, I'm sorry, I get my glasses. It said, Happy Monday on today. Happy Monday, son. Today is a fresh start to this, and you can start off strong. Uh, Always remember, oh, they handwriting. Always remember yourself. You the I can't read it, y'all. I cannot read her handwriting. Says something about you, the coolest, smartest, and the funniest kid I know. I love you so much, and you make me so proud. Have a great day. Mommy loves you. Love, Mama. Oh, the handwriting. What the that one? Not that one. Not that one. Okay, sorry. Well, yes, that's the note that she had left in his lunchbox. You know what I'm saying? The day that she had dropped him off to school that morning. And she probably never thought that she was not going to see her son again. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that a letter that uh he always going to cherish, he always going to have um of hers, you know. It's so y'all, this is sad. It's very sad. And I'll go ahead and show you some more pictures of her and stuff. She's a beautiful, like I said, a beautiful mother. Here go a picture of her right here. This is a picture of both of them, of Holly and her. Okay, that I'm going to show you right now. This is her. This is Holly Johnson. This is her holding her baby right here. Her baby's 3 months old. This is her when Holly was pregnant. Oh, let me remove this. Um, let me remove this so you guys can see. So you can see better. I'm sorry. This is her, and this is the one. This is the victim. Okay, this is Romeca. That's her. Okay, so let me show you some more pictures that I got of her. Um, mm, oh, you already seen that right there. This right here is Carlos, the baby daddy, and her. You know what I'm saying? This was at the scene. What I'm going to show you right now. This was at the scene when it first happened. This is him, but you already seen that on that video I just showed you. This Carlos, and this is her. She calling, talking to somebody. This is Holly. Okay, this is her at the scene. She didn't run. She didn't run. She still stayed at the scene, but she did hit that. She did hide that gun, and she did. I really do believe that she shot her with Romeca's back turned. I do believe that. Okay, so that's her. This is during the scene right here. And they do got I don't got that video because I don't want to show that video because you can even see the blood all on the ground and stuff. So I just want to, to show that one. Okay. Um, this is let me show you. DeAnthony, don't talk too loud. So I'm in here live, okay? This is you already seen her. Okay, So you already seen all these pictures right here. I already showed you these. I'm going to show this one again anyway. So this is Romeca, and they got another beautiful one of her with her. Somebody created another beautiful one with her with the same picture with her holding with her holding her son's letter that she had wrote. And I'm sorry, you guys couldn't read that handwriting. These young kids, they write so different. Where is that one? Did I do that? Yeah, here it is. Here it is, right here. That's the one. I thought this was so beautiful with her holding with the wings. She got a crown on right there with her holding the letter that she wrote. And I did hear somebody say that the son wrote something on the back. I'm not for sure what he wrote on the back, to his mom, but I can't remember. I heard that somewhere that he also wrote on the back of the letter. I cannot remember where I heard it at. Who live stream I heard that at. But I thought that was so gorgeous. So rest in peace, Romeca Meeks. I hope she get justice for this, you know what I'm saying? Because it was nonsense. She was walking away, you know what I'm saying? And when she walked away, Holly should have walked away. Holly, I'm sorry to say, you a beautiful mother. You got a beautiful, a handsome son, and you should have thought about what you was doing. You know what I'm saying? You should have walked away. You had time enough to go to your car to grab your pow. You had time enough to get in your car and pull off. I don't believe that you was fearful at all. I don't believe it. Because if you was the witness seen it. I wasn't there. I'm going by what the witness said, that you was arguing back and forth with her. If you was fearful, you would not been arguing back and forth with her. You would have left. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that you was even here already there. And this is my opinion. I don't believe that she was there in Chicago. I believe that she did drive that hour there. Because they came in two separate cars. Carlos was in his truck and she was in her car. I don't believe that she was already in Chicago. Okay. But I was told that she cannot leave Chicago. She cannot leave Illinois. So like I said, I hope I hope Chicago Police Department, whoever, will, do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And just go ahead and charge her for it. I mean, that's what I just think that they should do. So that's just my opinion, you know what I'm saying? And so that's all I really got to say. But I do want to finish saying this, because I did say after I get through talking to her, I want to, talk about how to handle a confrontation with your with the other baby's mama, or any confrontation. Okay, and I just pulled this up just to throw this out there. I know I don't be on here long, you guys. I'm past my hour. I'm not long winded, but I just really want to get this out. You know what I'm saying? This is so to me, it's so important. So thank you all for still standing here with me. Listen to me. It says how to handle confrontation when handling a confrontation between two women who share the same baby daddy. It's essential to encourage open and respectful communication. Okay. Both parties should be given the opportunity to express their feelings calmly without interruption or accusation. Establish your ground rules for the conversation, such as no yelling, no name calling, or bringing up unrelated issues, can help the discussion focus and productive. Okay. It may also be helpful to have a neutral third party, like a mediator, or or a counselor, or a present to a guide to guide the conversation and ensure that both women feel heard. Okay. Um, he was in the middle of it. Carlos was in the middle of it. Carlos was keeping that going on. I really do believe that. You know what I'm saying? Because he was still messing with Romeca, they saying who he was in love with. He was still in love with her, and she did not want him. She went on with her life. She just got her CNN license, being a certified nurse, and she just got that. Okay, and once she got that, she was still in school to go to be a nurse. So she was, building up her level of nursing school. Okay. So she was doing something. She did not want him no more. Okay. Um, and the corporation will ultimately benefits all parties, encouraging finding common ground and working towards solutions that foster mutual respect and understanding. Okay, because usually, I mean, I see a lot of people, a guy that got a family, you know what I'm saying, got kids somewhere else and he with another woman, you know what I'm saying? So you will find some women don't want your kids around this other, just immature, stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's so, I mean, to me, that's so immature. Those kids are going to be step brothers and sisters. Those kids going to always be around, if the father end up marrying that woman. You know what I'm saying? So it don't make no sense that why women cannot sit down like women, mothers, you know what I'm saying, and be respectful to each other because they both got kids and their kids are siblings. Their kids gonna be around each other, you know. When emotions run high and the situation is complicated, it is important to approach any a relationship with honesty and care. Okay. Start by having an open conversation with everyone involved, expressing your feelings respectfully and making it clear that your decision comes from a place of concerns for everyone's well being. Okay. Setting boundaries and giving each person space can help minimize misunderstanding and hurt feelings. Okay. Consider seeking support from a trusted friend, okay, to help guide the process and ensure that you're making thoughtful choices, okay. Prioritize empathy and kindness, remembering that everyone deserves a dignity and respect as you walk away from the relationship, okay. I don't think Carlos wanted to let Romeca go. So I don't think he did. And in some cases, misunderstanding or false accusation can complicate matters further. This is my opinion, what I'm going to say right now. And I believe that, he ain't no telling what Carlos then told Holly about Romeca. Because they said Romeca found out about Holly, years later. Okay. This right here says, for an example, like Holly Johnson was released with no charges, which underscores the importance of addressing conflicts with facts and fairness. This outcome highlights the need to avoid jumping to conclusions and to ensure that each individual circumstances are considered. Okay, if they would just did that and just talked about it. Try to get to know each other when you got children together. But like I said, ain't no telling what he told both women because he's in the middle of it all. He's in the middle of it all. Okay. So I got one more thing I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you Holly. This is Holly speaking, and then I'm gonna be done with this. This is Holly speaking. I think after she got out of jail, they said. I'm not for sure, but I do got a video of her, and I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys listen to that, and that's gonna be enough of that, okay? I just hope that Romeca would get justice. Oh, excuse me. Oh, okay, right back. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, let me let you hear this right here real quick. This is her. This is also a lot of stuff you can find on TikTok. Okay, a lot of the stuff you can. Yeah, I got so much stuff up in here. I need to delete some of this stuff out. Okay. Okay, let me go ahead. This is her. I think this is her before. I'm not for sure when this was made. I just seen it and I just wanted to share it with you guys. Let me remove this. Okay. So you guys can. Oh, thank you guys for being here with me. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Where's that? Right here. Mhm. Okay, I'm gonna listen to this.
I would never be begging a nigga to be with me after he got a baby on the way. I would never be having matching t-shirts on with a nigga that got a baby on the way. I would never be trying to play family with a nigga that got a baby on the way. I would never want to be with a nigga that burnt me while I was pregnant. I would never want to be a bitch like that. I would never be telling random people that my baby daddy burnt me. I would never tell nobody no shit like that. I would never tell random people that my baby daddy cheated on me our whole relationship, my whole pregnancy, that he cheated on me. I would never, you could never get me to tell no shit like that to no random people that I don't fucking know. I would never want to have a job to where I'm wiping old people ass and giving old people showers and feeding them and shit. I would never want to have a job like that. I would never want to have a job that my car was in the shop for 2 years. I couldn't get it out. I would never want to have a job like that. I'm wiping ass and I ain't got no car still. I would never want no job like that. I would never want to be with a nigga that done got so many bitches pregnant during the time that I've known him. I would never want to be with a nigga like that. I would never want to be with a nigga that didn't play in my face for damn near 10 years. I would never want to be with a nigga like that. I'm getting me a new nigga ASAP. I would never have a big ass birthday party and have to catch a ride to my birthday party because I don't have a car. I would never call a bitch.
And that's what they saying. They saying that's her. I'm not for sure if that's her or not, but she was just, well, you could tell she was talking about Romeca on that. Said she would never do this and she would never do that. Okay. So, and also you guys, so just be mindful. Um, you know, don't be a part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? Hi, beautiful. Good to see you, Hypnotic. So good to see you. Blessings for you. Thank you for the blessings. Wishing everyone a beautiful day. May you continue to invite blessings, respect, love, and prosperity into your life. Amen. I received that. We received that, beautiful. So good to see you, my girl. So good to see you. So good to see you. Hold on one second. I got to rant you up, my girl. I've got to put you as a moderator. Okay. Thank you so much for coming through. Such a blessing. But also I just want to say this as well, you guys. I want to show this to you guys. This because I'm dealing with Romeca Meeks. Like I said, may she continue on to rest in paradise. May she justice will, get served for her because I don't think that was what you call it, I don't think she was afraid, okay? And I don't think Holly Johnson was afraid of her, okay? How she did it totally wrong. I think she should have think thought twice before she went on and unalive Romeca. So my prayers to her family, my prayers to her son, anybody that's connected to her, okay? So this last thing I want to talk about, you guys, it's gonna be real short because I don't know. Like I said, I don't like talking about something I don't know too much about, but this just happened yesterday. I put it on my community wall and I just thought this right here was it was sad to me. It was sad. It was heartbreaking, it put tears in my eyes. Like, is they ever going to uh let us alone, So his name is Trey Reed, who I finished show you. Hold on. And I'm gonna that's Trey Reed. He was found unalive this morning not this morning, but yesterday morning at 7 a.m. Okay. And let me go to my community wall real quick so we can go ahead and get this so I want to make sure I say the right information about him. I posted this yesterday. Okay, his name was Trey Reed. Now I think his name also is Trayvon Reed. That's both names they had up there. This is all alleged to me. Okay, at 7 a.m. on yesterday morning, he apparently took his life by hanging himself in the middle of his college campus, near the pickleball courts at Delta State University in Mississippi. I'm not for sure what part of Mississippi it is, but I know it's in Mississippi because I have not did no deep research because I was focusing on Romeca, okay? But I did want to put this story out there so people can see what's going on. This is very sad how they trying to say no foul play. Allegedly, his body was found beaten, broken legs and arms, but it's foul play. Okay. So we definitely gonna talk about this. When I get some more time, I'll get some more information. It will be Thursday because Thursday I'm definitely going to be talking about Charlie Kirk. Okay. We're definitely talking about that on Thursday. Okay. So rest in peace, Trey Reed. My prayers to his family and everyone that's connected to him. Okay. I mean, it is sad. It's really, really, really sad. You know what I'm saying? How they, took that young man's life, and they trying to say it's foul play. I don't that is not no foul play to me. You know what I'm saying? Not to me. Not to me. That's not no foul play. I think they protecting those kids in that school. Because if you go out and search, you know what I'm saying? I was doing a little bit of research on it on last night, not too much, but one of his Trey's cousin had came on live. And I think he go to the same school, and that school over there, they had multiple, precious things going on over there, okay, at that particular school. Okay. It's not no, they say it's not no black school. It's a lot of whites that go to that school. So they found him hung up yesterday morning at 7 a.m. He's only 21 years old. Only 21 years old. And it's sad that we are still living in the world in the 20th century. Okay. In the 20th century the 21st century, I meant, that we are still in this limelight of, you know, want to be whipped by Caucasian people. And it's sad. When is this ever going to stop? See, that's why us black people need to stick together instead of bringing each other down, tearing each other up. They is taking us out of here one at a time. You know what I'm saying? In some type of way by using us against each other to harm each other, to unalive each other. You know, and they don't see it. Us black race do not see it. You know what I'm saying? We don't see what's going on. We're not trying to see what's going on. We only care about what we got in our pocket, in your own selfish pocket. But they taking us out one at a time. No way, but this young man right here had some broken limbs, and they're gonna say he unalive himself, he hung himself. No, I can't believe that. So I really hope Mississippi, we talk about Mississippi though, y'all. Okay, we talk about Mississippi, but I really hope they really will look into this. That young 21-year-old boy did not hang himself. I don't believe it. You cannot get me to believe it at all. It just can't. It just can't. I've been, something else I've been wanting to talk about. Y'all, it's so much out there. I wish you guys to just go out there and do research and see what's going on out there. Even truck drivers, mainly black male truck drivers in some part of South. I can't remember where, you guys. This is my chemo brain. This is why I got to write stuff down. Okay, I cannot remember what state that is in. If I didn't have this chemo stuff going through this chemo, I remember everything. But I know some state that a lot of, it's somewhere in the South, a lot of black males is becoming missing. Black male truck drivers some women too, but mainly the black man is becoming missing. Okay, so black men, whoever driving those big rigs out there, be careful where you're going because a lot is becoming missing. They saying I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to do some more research. I got a little bit about that. Okay, so we're just going to talk about that on one of these real table talks. Okay, because something that because I know some of us is even some truck drivers that's also on here on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of truck drivers on YouTube. So y'all just be careful. My son used to be a truck driver, and I'm glad that he's not no truck driver no more. I remember just was last year another young truck driver. They found him hung in back of his own trailer. You know what I'm saying? Try to use that he unalive himself. It's just so much that we are being hung, but we are uh being told that we unalive ourselves. I don't believe this. I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that at all. What happened to those twins in Georgia? They were somewhere in another town that don't like black people, and they said trying to say those two twins did unalive each other. You know, I mean, they trying to take us back, y'all. They trying to take us back. And we don't shake it up and we do not come together, it's gonna, I'm not claiming it, but the way that things is going, we got to stand together, you guys, because they trying to take us back. They trying to take us back to the 1800, to the 1700. Remember, I did a live on last Tuesday when a black lady named Mariah, she was sitting down at a fitness class doing exercise in her, waiting for the dance classes to start. And here come a Caucasian. I'm not trying to make this a black and white thing, you guys. I'm really not. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And they wanted the black lady to get up and let the white lady sit there. You know? And it's sad. It's very sad. So we got to be careful, you guys, and just pray. We got to pray. We got to pray. God is God pleased with what's going on in this world? No, he's not. But in a blink of an eye, he will be back. So get your life in order, and we got to show each other love. We got to respect each other instead of hating on each other. Okay. So definitely I'm going to talk more about this, you guys. I might hit a little bit more on this Thursday after I go find some more, but my main talk I'm going to talk about is Charlie Kirk, the man that got unalive, at a campus. He was somewhere speaking. You know what I'm saying? I heard some good things about him, and I heard some bad things about him. But also, I want to just give you this warning right here as well that they do got people out there searching and looking at people's social medias, platforms and stuff, when it comes to Kirk. If anything negative that they saying about that, they said they are doxing people. If you say anything negative about that, I don't know how true it is. This was told to me, so I just want to bring that out there, and I will talk more about that as well because it is a article out there. Okay, so I make sure that I'll bring that out on Thursday. We're going to hear that as well. That's what they are doing. Okay, they are going around doxing people who's speaking negative things about um Kirk. Okay, so we gonna talk about that on Thursday. You guys, it's almost been Hey Beefy, how you doing? So it's almost been 2 hours. I don't think I've ever been live 2 hours, you guys. But I had so much I wanted to talk about and I wanted to speak about. And Bam's always saying, you don't stay live long enough because I'm an hour person and I'm gone. And that's just me. But this was very important because I'm getting out of breath now. So please share this out. Keep our black men and our black women in prayer. Okay. Like I said, they're trying to take us back to the 1900, to the 1800. They're trying to take us back there, you guys. Okay. So I think that's about it. That's right. God is first. Amen, BC. God is first. Just continue on to pray for me, you guys. I start my breast therapy on tomorrow. So I start that tomorrow. So I can get some of this fluid from where I had my surgery at. I still got some fluid, in that area. So that I got to go to breast surgery tomorrow. So they can go ahead and get that out. So definitely keep me in prayer for that. I hope I'm not forgetting nothing, you guys, because I didn't write nothing down that I wanted to say. I just want to thank you guys all for support me. Don't forget, I am on the road to 3K. So last time I checked, I need 167 more to get that 3K. I'm trying to get it before the end of this month if I can. So please share with your people, extra people to sub to me, please. I really, really appreciate it. So I can get that 3K. We had good content up over here. I'm sorry, this not no drama channel over here. Just all about, respect and love. And I'm putting out real content, okay? Good content. I go out there and research, and I just go out there and we're gonna talk about it. And then I'm gonna bring you some information of how to handle certain situations. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to just remember that I'm not no counselor, okay, or or a therapist or nothing. So if you're going through anything that whatever I'm talking about, please seek out a professional in your city. Okay, please do. And that's all I got to say, you guys. Like I said, I'll see you guys Thursday at 5:30. Okay, peace out. Thank you so much for coming through, everyone. Yes, it is. Thank you. Thank you. It's exactly. Thank you for putting that out. Entertainment purpose only. Yeah, the content presented is not intended to be taken as factual or professional advice, but rather as a source of amusement or lighthearted enjoyment. Thank you so much, F Ignited Touch. Thank you so much. She just put out some good words all the time. Oh, I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Thank you for that. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I think I need to copy and paste this, honey. I likes that. But I think that's it, you guys. So I'm gonna get on out of here. I think that's it, you guys. I usually write everything down what I want to say, but I didn't do it last night. But I guess that's about it there, you guys. So I guess I will see you guys Thursday. I love you and thank you so much all for tuning in. Peace and blessings.
Through the shadows where the storms collide, she stands with courage as her guide. Her whispers echo louder than screams, faithful to God through broken dreams. She's the silent storm, unshaken, strong. Through the trials, she's where hope belongs, a survivor standing tall, unbound. Her voice a beacon breaking the cloud. Tuesdays and Thursdays, the table set for stories shared, no room for regret. At 5:30 sharp, hearts come alive. Together we heal, together we thrive. Tuesdays and Thursdays, the table set for stories shared, no room